We've got stand-up comedian and host of the wildly popular podcast Be Here for a While, Rachael O'Brien, in to discuss how to be in a relationship without being codependent. And we're going to sip our nightcap red light special tonight on It's Complicated.
You're listening to It's Complicated with your hosts Jennifer Golden and Lauren Leonelli, coming to you live from the AfterBuzz TV studios in Los Angeles, California.
Hello, master daters. Welcome back for another episode of It's Complicated.
The struggle is real when you're dating in the city.
I am Jen.
And I am not Jen.
Still not Jen.
Not Jen yet.
What is your name?
Lauren.
Oh, okay, cool.
Or not Jen. Either will do.
I think we should make that a hashtag.
Okay.
Not Jen.
That was good.
Exactly. It's real catchy, guys.
Got a ring.
Especially if you listen to the show every week because we say it every week. You say it every week.
I could also introduce you like, and this is Jennifer Golden. And you could be like,
and
you're... No, or yes, you could say my name for once in our lives.
Right. And that is Lauren.
Hi. All right.
Cool. Anyway.
And we're here.
Good pre-planning.
Yes.
Guys, so tonight we are here to discuss how to be in a relationship without being codependent while drinking our nightcap, obviously, tonight with comedian and podcast host Rachael O'Brien.
That's right. And we're going to talk about what codependent means because everyone throws that term around like it's just like, oh, that he sounds codependent. It's like, okay, but do you even know what that means? And also, I'm scared that I might be codependent.
Okay, well, we're going to get into the signs and we're going to see if you are those things.
I hope I'm
sure I'm something too.
We're all, I don't
we're
know.
All
but anyway,
something.
that's you know what's going to help is this wine here before we get into everything. We are going to sip our nightcap. If you're at home, drink along with us. This is called the Red Light Special tonight, guys, because we'd like our guests to be here for a while. So we're going to stop and pour ourselves a glass of this carnivore Zinfandel. It's okay. It's, it's going to work for what we're doing right now. But we're going to slowly sip this wine and be here for a while because we classy. We don't chug our Zin.
Oh, whoops.
So, So we're going to sip our vino and linger. So cheers to that.
Oh, cheers to not Jen.
Yes, and cheers to you, Jen.
Thank you.
And we're excited about our guest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I had to take a sip first. But guys, Rachael O'Brien is a stand-up comedian and actress who's performed all over the world in the most prominent comedy clubs and has done 2 USO military tours.
I mean, that's like a lot.
It's like, I think you have to be like
super
big timey times.
I feel like you have to be like
somebody people like.
Robin Williams to do that. So she's basically Robin Williams, but alive and a woman.
And here for a while, hopefully.
Yes.
Anywho, too soon still. Is it?
No, I mean, I'm just stating a fact.
I know. I
It's
guess
no
I just
longer
was
with us, and it's very sad.
It is very sad. Anyway, guys, we're not going to be sad tonight because we have a comedian, and so she, did stand up for our troops overseas, and she also made a splash in the comedy scene, sharing the stage with comedic household names like Bill Burr, big time, Judd Apatow, super big time, Whitney Cummings. Also, really, guys, just all the people that are awesome. David Spade, Ali Wong, who I freaking love.
Yes, so much.
And many more.
Yes. Currently, Rachael can be seen on Bravo's hit TV show Vanderpump Rules, which recently aired its 6th season, which is really hard to believe. I can't believe I've been watching that show for 6 seasons. Her top podcast, Be Here for a While, is a comedic look into the world as Rachael and her notable comedian and entertainment industry friends see it. Featured guests include Jim Jeffries, Brian Adams, Stassi Schroeder, of course, Heather McDonald, who we've had on our show as well, and Spencer Garrett, and more.
And more.
So fun. And the show is great.
It is. And we're going to touch on some of the things she talks about.
Yeah, because we listen and we love.
And we love, especially that she potentially might become Jewish. So
I know that we're going to get into that. I hope it's not for codependent reasons.
No, I feel like I should be a barrier to entry into the Jewish community.
Well, you're going to have to tell her all about it because she has some questions about like how long it takes and yada, yada, yada.
And why you have to ask 4 times for permission.
I don't get that.
Exactly.
Anyway. Oh, yeah. This is so fit. Oh,
Fiddler on the Roof.
Yeah, I love it.
Which I was in.
Shocker.
I know.
Jen the Jew. Jen the Jew, everyone. Jen the Jew.
I know.
And Jen not the Jew.
Sometimes, though, I feel like you are Jewish because you, tell me what I should be doing for my holiday.
That's also Italian.
controlling.
Kind of like drink your drink, eat your food. That's me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Throw something at it and it solves the problem.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, so we're keeping it complicated with our lives as always. And pesto is officially out of the picture.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, we haven't communicated in a while. And also,
Why?
I
'Cause of
unfollowed
him?
him.
Or because of you?
Neither of us. I think we just like,
Oh, you're both like not feeling it.
bye.
Goodbye.
Exactly. We ghosted each other.
That's fine.
Is there a mutual ghosting?
I mean, I guess it's called a haunting.
Oh, I like that.
A haunted house.
We're not in a house.
But if you're mutual, I don't know. Speaking of, you guys, if you want to scare, well, I'll get into it.
Get into that in a minute.
I'll get into
so
that.
pesto's out of the picture. However, I still have pesto, and I was actually sad the other morning because I was like, what if I run out of pesto and then I don't have him to give me more
You know
pesto?
what?
Would it be weird if I asked him
No.
for pesto and I like
No.
sent him a Venmo?
No. Or just ask him for the recipe. Will he give it to you?
I don't know. I don't really want to talk to him, I guess.
I feel like my ponytail looks weird. Also, I feel like my seat's too high. Things are wrong.
Well, for the listeners out there, they don't have any issues with
That's
your
okay.
appearance or your chair.
Wow.
I, on the other hand, met a new guy through friends.
Okay.
Yeah, that's that. Okay.
That's as far as you'll go. And we like meeting people through friends. That's a good, I mean, meeting good people is always good, but through friends is nice.
Yeah, and it doesn't happen often, which I'm kind of sad because, like, do I need new friends or are there just,
No.
is there like a depletion of men? I don't know what the issue is here, but I met one and he's through friends.
I'm constantly at the gym or what? No, not constantly at the gym. I'm constantly out, be it at the gym or the store or wherever. That was said wrong. Not constantly at the gym.
That's complicated.
And I am constantly like, I should go talk to that guy for Jen.
You know,
Never
you've
once
said that,
have I done it.
Right, you
But
said it on the show before, so we're holding you accountable
I
and also
think-
mad at you.
I think about it probably at least once a day, which is pretty good.
Also, I really like
Sorry.
that Jeff has pulled up my Instagram feed to show off my singleness.
I was trying to find pesto, but he's
No,
not
pesto
here.
was not on the feed.
No, no one makes it to the feed.
I don't know the rules of Instagram as well as you guys. I've learned by producing your show, but no pesto to be found.
Well,
No, I mean, I'll show a picture of the actual pesto, but not the guy.
We will continue to teach you, Jeff, and all of our listeners. And I am so tired, you guys. I am like the oldest person ever. I can't deal.
You are.
The weekends
The
get
oldest.
here, and I'm like, can we relax? And then it's like, go, go, go. All of the things. I am so tired, and I like could barely make it to my friend's birthday party on Sunday night. And I was just like, ugh. So I think you have to be creative when things like this happen because my boyfriend has a daughter. So you also have to like pay attention to that aspect if you want to get married and have kids. Like you really need to get creative about how to spend time and maximize your time. And like, for example, it doesn't have to be on the weekend. Like a Tuesday night, if you have time, is a good time to like hang out on the couch. So we ate dinner on the couch and watched TV at the same time. So like we could do all the things.
Do you have a tray? Because that looked like with your
No.
hands you were showing you had a TV tray, which I really hope you do.
We do, but I
Guess what you're getting for Christmas?
can't be bothered. No, we have one.
Oh, damn.
And we watched this show called The Haunting of Hill House, I think it's called. It is so fucking terrifying, and I am not even scared of ghosty things. So, Jen, you won't be watching it.
Imagine mutual ghosting. That's super scary.
You guys, yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Well,
Anywho, guys, she's going to be here for a while and help us with the rules for relationships with a peppering of comedy, you know, to discuss our codependency complications. Welcome to the studio, Rachael O'Brien.
Hello.
Hi.
Thanks for having me.
oh my gosh, thanks for being here. We love your show.
We sure
Thank
do.
you. I love yours. I was listening to it on my way here.
Thank you.
Oh, which episode?
I listened to the one actress. Her name started with like a C.
It's the best one
Christiana
yet.
Carmine.
Yeah.
Yes.
The best one yet.
Yes.
They're all the best
They're
ones.
all
They're
the
all my
best
favorite
ones.
kids.
We really loved Sex with Emily.
Oh, I
That
had
was-
her on mine. I did hers too. She's great. I like her a lot.
We just love Sex
Yeah,
with
she's
Emily.
We're
great.
going to be on hers next week.
Yeah, she's great.
We're
Which
just,
we can't
you guys listen to Sex with Emily. Also, how long have you been podcasting, Rachel?
I think over 2 years.
Oh my God.
Yeah, maybe 2.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you love it? Like, what do you feel is the difference between podcasting and doing stand-up comedy?
I mean, I'm talking to other people. I'm not just talking at people in podcasting.
Yeah. But in your beginning segment, it's sort of, I was noticing that it feels
Like a stand-up set.
It feels like a little mini stand-up set, kind of, which is great. It
well,
feels
that's
very
good.
natural for you. I mean, it feels like you're just talking, but it also feels like
About nothing in particular, I'm sure.
But it's interesting still, though, and I think your listeners want to get to know you, and you're like talking about your life and what you know.
Yeah, I try to do like a little intro. I didn't always do that. I used to just go into the podcast assuming that everyone already knew who I was and what I was doing. Then I was like, maybe I should like intro it, just like you guys just did.
Yeah,
I had no format for a while.
it's like the evolution of our show has gone through
changes.
like a lot.
Yeah,
too.
it does. Yeah,
like
that's
with the wind.
Yeah.
I think that's normal though.
Yeah, you just get
And
an
when
idea.
you've been doing it a while too, it's kind of like you sort of get sick of talking about the same stuff. So then you want to interview, like, like I had a guy that was telling he has a paranormal podcast, and so the Halloween week I had this guy on. He was telling me like all these ghost stories and stories about people that believe they're real life vampires and stuff. Like, obviously that's not funny, but I found it interesting.
Well, and I think you can make, if you're a funny person, you can make anything funny.
Like your
That's-
perspective or
Yeah.
responses. I didn't listen to that one because I was already scared.
Yeah.
And I was like, no,
You
I'm
have
going to
no
listen
idea.
to dating
So
app
weird.
disasters because that's more my
Yes.
wheelhouse.
Yeah.
And then you went Jewish on me, and I was like, yes, Rachel, yes.
I mean, she's almost.
Such a process.
Oh, it's
You
first of all,
guys, it's a real thing.
I still don't really understand how people can convert just because of the whole
Okay,
concept.
you're already scaring me.
Well, it's more just like I was born Jewish, so I'm chosen, okay? But I don't understand how you can decide one day, today I'm going to become chosen. Like that's not the act of being chosen. Like that's choosing to be chosen.
but like,
which I'm all for if they make that a
whatever.
thing. I'm not saying you
It
can't.
still doesn't. It counts.
No.
It's more like a language thing
Well,
because I'm a
listen.
grammar Nazi.
okay, but
It's ironic.
I get it. But if you say the word like to be chosen or to make a choice or a choice, like it's almost more like you didn't. I mean, you can make a choice to not practice your religion and not be part of it,
It's
but you
super
were
passive
born
for
into
me.
it. For her, for Rachel, or for anyone else who's converting, they're making a choice. The Mormon religion is
Who decided the Jews were the chosen ones?
Again,
Listen,
who
that-
decided
all
You're
that?
going to find
religions-
out in your 1 year of studies.
all religions
please
say
let
that.
me
1
know.
year minimum, they
Let
say.
me
It could
know
be
how
so
that
much
goes.
longer.
The Mormon religion, my whole mom's side of the family is Mormon.
Oof.
See the wine I'm drinking, everyone? And
Yeah.
they believe that you are, it's the same thing, like that you're chosen, but they don't say those words. But they
'Cause there's
think
only
that
one
when
group.
Christ comes again, the second coming,
Oh.
you can choose, you have the ability to choose the right. So I'm going to be on a certain level of heaven because I guess was baptized Mormon, right? But you are not. So Jen, if you choose the right, that's what they say.
But I'm Jewish.
If
Why would
you-
I choose anything? I'm
Because
already
if
chosen.
you have because if you have a moment to make a choice, like maybe I practice these things, but this is my time, I'm going to choose the right, then you can be on the same level of heaven as me. That's just what they believe. I'm saying every religion thinks that.
I'm going to go with Jews over the Mormons.
I think, listen,
Too many rules. They
Also,
ride bicycles.
We
It's too
only
much.
go to
They do.
heaven when you're Jewish. But there's no hell for us. We don't do that.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
that sounds great.
The Jews are so cocky.
I
I love
know.
everything about it.
Your
And
boyfriend is,
he was so cocky about it.
Yeah.
He's like, he was like, do you know how many girls in LA would love for someone to ask them to convert to Judaism? I was like, okay, first of all, relax a little bit. Like,
Hold on, simmer down. Where did you find this guy? J Swipe? Like what the hell?
no, he on a dating app called The League. Are you on that one?
Of course I am.
Yeah.
I am the mayor of the league. However,
Have you gone out with him?
we actually had the CEO on our show. I don't know. Maybe I've gone out with most of the town. She calls me Jen for president because
Yeah.
I've gone out with just about
everywhere we
everybody.
go. Went on a date with that guy. Went
It's
on a date
true.
with that guy.
It's
I know
really-
that guy. Went on a date with that guy. I'm like, ugh,
Well, when you've been single for a long time, I've gone out with a lot of
Hey.
people too.
no, so have I.
Well, do you have anyone you want to share with me?
Sure.
Like that
See,
just
I'm
didn't
not,
work
I'm
out?
not weird like that.
No,
Like,
neither am I.
totally, like,
None of us are
yeah,
like that
like,
here.
None
Yeah.
of us. All three of us.
None of
Does he
the
have to be a
people.
Jew?
No. In fact, I celebrate Christmas every year. Still chosen though.
Okay, I might have a few.
Oh, sweet. I
Yeah.
love
A
it.
few of the Jews.
Or
Well,
just
they're not.
offer
No,
you.
no, they're not all Jews.
I'd rather swipe right on or left on what you've got to offer. See you come from a friend.
See?
Yeah,
I
now we're
bet.
friends, by the way.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is great.
Wait,
all right.
but okay, so you met him on the league.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so now have you been on Bumble?
No, I have not. I've only been on The League and Raya.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so which would you prefer? Now you have a boyfriend, but like what did you prefer when you were
I
swiping?
mean, Raya was so fun.
Because everyone's pretty and a
With
carpenter.
the music and the music.
Yeah. Oh God, I got such a kick out of my profile.
Oh, God,
I
what
would
was
literally
your
just
song?
go on and watch it. I was like, this is fantastic.
You're like,
You
this
did
is
a really
visual
good
art.
job.
I was like, great song. I look fun. I look like I like to eat, but I'm also pretty.
Yeah, hey.
Super curated. Love it. What
like
was your
it.
song?
It was, you probably won't know. It's a song by Dire Straits
Oh.
called Sultans of Swing.
Yes, I know that song.
It's a
Could
great
someone
song.
sing it for
Yeah,
me?
it's dun 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 dun.
Yeah, very good.
But I can't.
Are there words?
Yes,
Yes.
but it's very like it's
Jeff?
like a seven.
It's a classic rock song.
Yeah, it's a
Can-
classic rock.
Sultans
Does
of
he,
Swing?
can he play it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he might be able to find
Love
it.
Sultans of Swing. I'm pulling it up now.
It's you'll know it when you hear
Fantastic
it.
song.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good one.
Now just picture like pictures of me flashing
Yeah,
with this
but
song
cute,
over
like
it.
really fast too.
With burgers in her mouth.
Yeah.
I like it. Well, I'm surprised that you didn't have more luck then with that amazing profile.
I mean, I had a good run.
you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went out with a lot of interesting people.
you
Like,
went
do
out
you
with people
have-
from Raya. I feel like they don't even talk
Yeah.
to me on there.
Are you on there too?
We match. I'm on everything. Oh no, all of them except J Swipe actually. Because
Which-
no,
This is it. Yeah.
It's a good one, right?
still don't really know what we're working.
Well, we'll just let it play as we talk a little bit.
it's good ambience.
It's like I'm cool. I like classic rock.
Oh,
you know what I
totally.
mean?
Like
I'm
a
such
super
a guy.
chill
I'm such
girl.
a guy's girl.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not codependent at all.
Wait,
Yeah.
are you really a guy's girl?
I have a very boyish personality.
Yeah.
Very much so. Yeah. But,
I feel
I'm not. No, but I'm not a girl's. I mean, like, I don't mean it in that way.
Yeah.
Like, I mean it more just like I kind of just have a guyish personality, and I would consider myself very chill.
Yeah, you seem like you are. I'm
Yeah.
like, I am a girl's girl, but I'm also can hang with the boys too, and I love to watch
I think
me a
you
good
guys
sports.
seem very
yeah.
chill.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm a little neurotic. I mean, I can get a little wound tight. I'm not always chill.
I'm
And
only
I'm-
neurotic with myself.
I'm super organized and like put a lot of pressure on myself, but that's only inward.
Yeah,
so.
that's what,
Yeah,
yeah. That's how
I'm sure
yeah.
it bleeds out at times, but we
else?
are going to. Okay, so we want to talk about all things that have to do with codependency. Like we said, you know, this word, phrase, catchphrase gets thrown around quite often. I've never really known like exactly what it means. I mean, I
Oh,
guess
I
you
do.
can kind of like. I mean, you can.
Would you
kind
like
of
me to give you my Jennifer Golden definition?
give your definition, but then
Yes.
we should probably give the real definition.
Somebody who's dependent on another.
Right, and everyone probably thinks that, but it
'Cause
ends up.
That's what that word means.
No, I know, but to put it simply, we.
That's pretty simple,
that was good.
actually.
No, codependency is when your self-worth is dependent on something external to you and dysfunctional, but you stay trapped in that dependency because you don't think you're worthy of a better situation. So I think the key is
That's really what it means.
I mean, according to this, you know, article that we found where a Dr. Holly Daniels goes on and says, you know, some interesting facts about it and some signs of codependent behavior and, you know, like little tips and tricks about how to maybe get out of it or
Yeah, basically tonight we're going to tell people how not to be codependent because
Yeah.
like you're going to find out tonight if you are, and then we're going to undo it.
we're
Hopefully,
yeah,
because we're that powerful.
and we're gonna be
Are we
funny.
therapists?
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Wait,
I am.
can I tell you a funny story? I'm going to anyway because it's my show. But
And here she goes.
hello, I'm Jen. So
And I'm not Jen.
I went on a, I don't know, revolving door of dates last Tuesday with a girlfriend of mine. We had drinks and dinner at 40 Love in West Hollywood. She had
Oh,
a
is that
guy.
place cool?
Yeah, super cool. Actually, really great for a first date because it's like no pressure, sports bar-ish, but
No
kind of like
presh.
no pressure, but looks like Soho House meets sports bar. Super chill. Love. Go. Everyone. So she had a guy meet her, and then I had a guy meet me, and we all talked to each other, but she thought that the guy she had meet her liked me because at some point he looked at me, he was like, I feel like you're my therapist. Like, tell me more. And he was like very interested in
Did
what I had
she
to
connect
say.
with your guy?
I thought they totally did.
Oh, that's so weird.
This is cool. First of all, this is a great idea.
Totally. Although neither of us talked to the guy each guy ever again. But I really like that her guy called me a therapist because I was like, it sounds like I know stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just keep
mean,
spewing out
He's
information.
like, yeah, you're very deep.
One
I
of my
got
past
there.
therapists told me, "Have you ever thought about being a therapist?" I was like, "Why am I here?" But okay.
Were you just asking them a lot of questions?
Oh, I think
so. You didn't have to answer your questions.
Yes, probably.
You were just like,
probably
no, tell me about your
deflecting and being codependent with my therapist.
I actually really feel like when I don't ask my therapist questions about her that I'm so rude because like we're obviously such good friends. And I'm like, should I ask you about your day? Like you asked me about mine and we spent 45 minutes on me.
Yeah.
I just feel rude.
I gave my therapist business advice once.
Oh, really?
I was like, you should really do this with your.
You should start a podcast, therapist.
Yeah.
Basically,
write a screenplay about your life.
I think I was so manipulative that I basically was able to convince her there was nothing wrong with me. But I was like, I think I'm just being manipulative right now.
No, because they can tell when you're doing that. I feel like, right?
Or they should be able to, or they go back to school.
Or don't be Dr. Death. Also, a very good podcast. A doctor that's not.
You listen to some dark shit.
I like murdery things.
Murdery.
That was my old podcast network. Wondery made that.
Oh
podcast.
my God, it is so good, you guys. On the topic of podcasts, it's not. I mean, anyway, it's a famous one. Even if you don't like murdery things like I do.
I thought Dr. Death is just like a Kevorkian type thing.
No.
No? Okay.
This is a doctor that is not qualified. That's what got me thinking.
I see.
It's insanely scary. Okay,
Anywho.
so that is codependency.
Okay.
It's when you are dependent on somebody else, like to validate you, and the situation is toxic and dysfunctional.
Right, because you don't have your own sense of self, and you gotta look toward others.
Is it really so they validate? I thought it was a lot that you were in a situation where someone like needed you, like you were, like I said, is validating you. Though if you're constantly helping them,
I think there's many different. I think
signs.
there's many different ways that it manifests.
I think we should go around the room and say one time we thought we might have been codependent. I'll go first.
Okay.
So I was dating a guy who basically I only got to see when he would allow me to see him. So he decided I was codependent because I always wanted to have plans. It was more just like
this is how dating works.
Well, it was more like
just
I was
being polite.
I wanted to like make him a priority. We were in a relationship together, so like if he were free, then I wanted to see him. So he decided that I was codependent because
Which is basically
was making my plans around him and needed him for plans. I was like, I don't actually need you for plans. I have plenty of things I could do. I'm just trying to make our relationship work. But okay. So then I decided I must be codependent because he said it. And then I was codependent upon his validation.
He kind of sounds like a jerk. Well, that's also
He's a jerk. It's
yeah,
okay.
but
he's a jerk.
You know, but there were so many layers of codependency.
Yeah,
there.
right.
You were like, I was codependent because he said it, so I must be.
Right.
And that would make him happy
totally.
if I agreed with it.
I lost my fucking mind and decided.
You lost yourself in the accusation and then became the self-fulfilled prophecy.
Yeah, he also told me I was high maintenance and like.
Well, I think he was confusing codependency with neediness, and not that you were needy, but in his mind,
I was
you
trying
were.
to be a freaking partner.
Listen, it doesn't make any sense to
No.
me. But
or just you can make plans with people. Like
Yeah,
that's
hi.
not.
Right.
What are you supposed to just like wait for him to call and then be like, oh yeah, no, sure, and like leave?
no,
your friends?
I'm busy.
Right.
Yeah, or I'm busy. I don't need you.
Right. It
Like-
was a real fucking shit.
That
storm.
Sounds like a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the worst.
Major pain in the ass. Okay, guys. So if you are a people pleaser, which I feel like I am,
Okay, good. Your turn
then,
for storytelling.
Yes, to go back to that. I mean, I don't know. I just read all of these possibilities that make me potentially codependent. I feel like I'm all of them. So am I codependent right now? I don't know. Maybe I am.
I would go with insecure. Only in this moment. I don't think you are
I'm
in
just
life.
saying,
I think in this moment.
I'm trying to be open-minded about like, I'm not, that is one of my worst like pet peeves. I mean, listen, you don't want to be to a fault, like blaming yourself, but like when people have the inability to be like, I do that thing, or when people get really mad at somebody for doing something, I'm like, so what you're fucking telling me is you've never ever done that in your life?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're a big fat hypocrite right now. So I don't want to be that person. So I'm like a people pleaser. I'm sure I try to please people.
Which is the inability to say no as a means to keep those around you happy could be signs of codependency. Maybe your schedule could use some no.
Well, do you ever, okay, so like Rachel, for example, do you ever feel like in the world of stand-up comedy, it's like a male-driven, male-dominant world?
Yes, of
less
course.
now than before, but for the most part it is.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like because you, I don't know, maybe have to work harder to like get your foot in the door, even if it's not true, do you feel that way? Do you feel like you have to like make yourself get up and go do the show even though you don't really want to fucking be there? Like it's hard for you to say no sometimes in that world?
I always want to do stand up.
Okay.
So that's never. I'm always just grateful that they're putting me on stage.
Okay.
But Do I have to work harder? Oddly enough, I think no, because they're all there's like a quota you need to fill of like a female comic. So I think
I love a good quota.
Yeah, so I feel very affirmative action.
Sweet.
I love it.
Didn't realize.
And imagine if you're a Jew and a woman.
By the way, Sarah
gonna be
Silverman,
great.
Eliza
Yeah.
Schlesinger, however the hell you say
It's
that
gonna be
name.
great for my career.
It really is.
I
Whitney
know.
Cummings, isn't she Jewish? I might have made that
think
up.
so.
I don't think that last name really works with our people. But
Yeah.
so also though, speaking of saying no, you weren't like, hey, boyfriend of 2 months, no, I will not become Jewish. You're like, maybe.
Yeah, so he propositioned you to become a Jew.
He didn't even proposition. He was just like, yeah, you will. And you'll love it. I'm like, first of all, how did you even decide you want to be with me for the rest of your life?
That's
like,
the
I was
first question. Yeah.
In
I was
2
like,
months?
I was like, all I talk about is food. Like, do you really want to be
That's
with
a
someone
Jewish
that's
thing.
all they talk about?
I mean,
well,
he's-
I'm Italian though.
Yeah,
Italians and Jews are the same,
Right.
basically.
Right.
Yeah.
We're a pizza bagel.
Yeah.
But so also like Jewish people
that's-
feed people. That's
Did
what
that?
we do.
Yeah.
And we do too. Did that scare you when he was like so
So
sure?
sure.
No, I
Do
feel
you
like
feel like you're so sure?
I would be, he's so nice and such a good guy. I would be an idiot. Like, for all the times that I've dated bad guys in LA or just things haven't worked out, if I didn't give him a shot, I would be an idiot. Like,
It'd be your own problem.
Yeah, it would. Yeah,
Be your fault.
Exactly. It would be like, okay,
But do
she's
you-
she's just shooting herself in the foot.
Right.
Like,
Right.
she's just like,
And
she's too
that's-
picky or something.
Sure, but also that has to be that is a real thing. That has to be in conjunction with
Wait, is
you
that her guy
wanting
that's
to
pulled up on the screen?
Oh, I don't know.
Did we do some
No,
reconnaissance?
I don't think so.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Like, I can't say what it is.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well,
well.
do you? But that
I can
has,
tell just based on that photo. I don't think so, from what I can halfway see.
you have to feel those things. Like I would.
Ben Glebe, is that right?
Oh, it's Ben. Is,
Ben Glebe is not my
Oh,
boyfriend.
whoops.
Oh.
Sorry, y'all. Sorry, audience.
That's okay. I was like, wait, you're
I
dating
love
Ben?
Glebe.
I know,
He's
who
one of
doesn't love
he's
Ben?
one of my best friends. But
and
no,
Ben
no, no.
Glebe has also been on our show.
Oh no, it's because we posted a photo fairly recently.
Oh,
That looks
okay.
very coupley.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ben.
yeah.
Well, way to throw
confusing
everyone
people.
off.
You have to be in the mindset. Both of those worlds have to collide. Like, I like this person because he's good for me, but you also have to really like the person. Obviously, you do. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that there are women in this town that will like just let some of that shit go because they're like, I'm sick of dating like horrible men. I just
Yeah.
need to date this guy because he treats me well. Or
That's not where I'm at with it because I've dated enough guys that treated me well too.
Yeah.
It's more just like, I think it would be like a me problem. It'd be like, what are you looking for then? Right? Like, it's like he has a great job, super nice, does not ever get mad, very handsome, very loved. Like, I would be an idiot.
yeah,
I would
he
be,
sounds
it would-
fantastic.
yeah, it would be like I was like, I just want someone more dangerous or interesting.
Yeah,
or
and you're like, no.
there's- yeah, I would be a stupid girl.
Dangerous.
And
Yeah,
well,
you know what I mean? Like, it's like I just want something.
The bad boy.
Yeah, I want someone that challenges me more. It's like what that just means you're fighting.
I
Right.
agree.
Yeah.
And that's an excuse for couples like, well, it's only the only things that are worth it are difficult or whatever. I'm like, but that you're just
no.
telling
No.
yourself that because you are in a horrible relationship, so now you're
I'm
fighting
actually
for something.
realizing that dating him that it was so hard with other
Yes.
people. Like, he makes it so easy.
Yeah.
Like, he
And-
doesn't get mad. He's just very pleasant. Like, and that sounds boring. It's not boring.
No.
Wait, so is
my
he
boyfriend-
people pleasing?
My boyfriend says
No.
the same thing. He's like, do not confuse the ease of this relationship, like that I have never felt before, with a lack of like passion or like a desire. It's just easy and it feels like
Yes.
nice
It's really
to
nice.
not be worried all the time that somebody's
Also-
like gonna be an asshole.
That comes with two people choosing each other.
I agree.
Like-
choosing the right,
I was
being chosen.
Yes, exactly. See, that's why being chosen
But wait, though,
is really nice.
Would he not be with you if you're like, I don't know if I can convert to Judy? Like, what if you questioned it or you're like, do I have to? Is it like a
Do you
I mean,
want to?
I said to him, I was,
a lot of work.
I do.
Oh,
I mean-
what are you, Charlotte? Like, hello?
I mean, is it that much work? I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
you could be the girl from Shaws of Sunset, and look how that happened.
I don't watch
What
that.
happened to her?
Oh my god.
Oh no, yeah, the one and he cheated on her. Yeah.
Well, that's not her fault.
Oh my
she
god!
was just
also,
being a committed girlfriend.
oh my god! And the hair pulling at the same time.
Nobody can see me
Oh right.
except
Her
for
hair's
all
not
the
in a
people
high
watching AfterBuzz TV. Anyway,
Anyway, okay, so cool. So you're not turning Jewish to be codependent.
No,
you're not
no,
being
no,
a people
no.
pleaser. You feel like this
No.
is something you're interested in doing.
That's a really nice way
Yeah,
of
and I
saying
just
that.
hear it's like the Jewish husbands are great. It's a great way to raise children. I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's doing it.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Listen, I'm into it. Honestly, though, if I weren't already Jewish, I don't know that I'd be like, let me go jump through all those hoops. And you've already been through schooling of all the kinds.
Yeah.
So
I'm actually halfway doing it because I think it's going to make great stand-up sets.
No
Like, I'm
way,
going to
really?
make so
1,000,000%.
much fun of it.
you have
But this
to.
is great, though.
And you can
I've
say
already,
things
I've
in,
already
like,
incorporated
Yiddish.
it into my act. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh my
actually
God, this is so
thought it
good.
was an act, like, when you were saying it. I was like, maybe, because you know how they say, like, comedians take, like, a real-life situation, they sort of just, like, blow it up just for the laughs. But, like, it was funny when I was listening to you, and I was, like, just picturing you on the stage saying that shit to an audience full of Jewish people, probably.
Yeah, in this
Don't have
city.
to try to be Jewish. We're just...
You guys, this is like a real thing, though. This kind of shit happens all the time in relationships, and whether it's converting to a religion or whatever, picking up a hobby, or there is a balance between not losing yourself and becoming codependent.
In fact, I'm actually scared now that I'm so myself that I, like, can't be in a relationship.
Well, no, I think when
No.
you like somebody,
Uh-huh.
it's less hard to do that, right?
What do you mean? You always have to be yourself.
Right.
but, like, more like, I guess...
less willing to, like...
So I was just in like a 4-month stint, like a 4.5-month relationship that crashed and burned.
Is
But
that,
anywho,
is that pesto?
no,
Okay.
pesto was 3 dates.
Okay.
This was like a couple months ago, but it was. I think I'm just gonna say that relationship was the only reason it happened was so I could see that I could be in one and that I can like adapt to another human without sacrificing myself.
and this guy had a daughter, like he had a
Right.
very specific lifestyle.
and a schedule and the whole thing. So I think I actually made him adapt more to me than anything because I was like, if you want to see each other, you need to tell me our schedule.
no, I
in
think you were
advance.
fair. I think you were fair.
Oh, is it
Yeah.
is that the guy you were talking about?
No,
The you're codependent?
That
Oh.
was a long time ago.
Okay.
But anywho, I feel like I was so concerned with like I've been single for so long, so like I do what I want to do when I want to do it. I have my routines, I have my schedule, I have my preferences, I have my friends. Like, how is this person gonna even fit in my life?
How long have you been single besides the 4-month?
Before that, it was like 5 years, and there were people I dated, but like nothing crazy, nothing.
That
serious.
is a long time to like
Yeah.
not like to. I would imagine it would be hard to get into a relationship, and like I've always had long-term relationships, so.
Oh, are you a serial monogamist? What's the time between your last relationship and this one right now?
Essentially 2 years, but I did date someone for like 4 to 6 months
Okay.
last year. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Not too long.
No.
yeah.
Do
But
you
yeah.
do you feel better being in a relationship? Maybe you're codependent.
No,
I'm kidding.
I actually feel more productive when I'm in a relationship because dating's like a lot of work.
I say that all the
It's
time. I'm
like-
like, oh my God, I would have such a life if I was dating someone because then I'd know when I'm seeing them and then I'd have all this other time to not be
Yeah.
swiping and
Yeah.
testing people out.
Yeah.
Who's got
that-
time for that?
Yeah, there's so
Not
much
me.
going out when you're dating.
Yes.
I don't know.
It's a lot of work.
I don't know. I don't think it makes me codependent. I think I
No,
just like
it's not- I don't-
I just
yeah.
think there's so many like awful guys in LA that when you find someone nice, might as well give them a shot.
Hell yeah.
Nice
Yeah.
and that you like and
Yeah.
they're interesting.
Right.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys, if you find yourself being a fixer, that is another sign of being codependent. Now, I feel like all these things are also like I'm a fixer too. I think within reason you're allowed to be a people pleaser or a fixer and not be codependent.
It
But
just can't
I agree.
drive you.
You
It can't
can't-
be your driving force. So, like a fixer, for instance, would be taking. Oh, it takes on new meaning when you are so fixated on everyone else, you forget to focus on yourself.
Yes.
So that's when you're giving more of yourself
Mm-hmm.
to get the validation of others because you say, "I did this for you," and then they say, "Thank
And
you."
then you
Oh
become a
my God,
martyr,
you're
yeah.
this, and it's like a whole thing.
Yeah. I feel like the definition of codependency can literally be anyone though. I feel like they've cast a wide net.
Thank you,
I don't
because
think they've really even honed
yeah.
it on their definition.
And it used to be only specific. Codependency used to only be specific to substance abusers, and then
Oh, really?
they cast the net.
Well, they say love is a drug.
Yeah.
They cast the net even wider to say that this actually can exist in emotional relationships, and it's not only romantic. It's like
you can be
friends,
codependent with
work,
your family and
right.
stuff.
And there's such a thing as a workaholism or something like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Which
There's
anyway,
an addiction for everything.
you can
Right.
make anything. I'm an addict of this thing.
Well,
but
it's like the extreme dependence on anything. So if it's a
Yeah.
dependence on love and somebody's response to you, like, I mean, I have a friend who, we have a friend who, if her boyfriend didn't respond to her favorably in whatever she demanded, she lost her shit. And like, if she could like metaphorically throw a table, she would.
she could be Teresa Giudice.
Yeah.
Is that how we were saying it?
I
Giudice
don't
or
know.
Judah?
I think
Whatever.
no, I think it's Judy.
Giudice,
Say it
okay.
again? You Italians get it
but
together.
was Judice before.
Yeah, they changed it.
I don't know.
So is she still with this boyfriend?
No,
That's how she
it
reacted.
crashed and burned so
like,
bad that
yeah.
they like had to get like a restraining order. But the point is,
take a
I don't
little
even
more.
know
A
who the fuck
restraining
you're
order?
talking
yeah,
about.
you have to know.
Can you reach over? Oh no.
I mean, I have long appendages, so maybe.
Yeah, Rachel's filling her glass, so she took her.
She's codependent on me
She's
right now for this wine.
codependent on the wine. Oh
Okay,
my
so
God.
back to that story. So real quick. So she essentially would throw the biggest tantrum of all tantrums and like call every friend, and it was like category 5 breakup every time.
Oh, I know who you're talking
Yes,
about.
of course you do. Just short of saying it. So she was so codependent on his affections and attention that it was like 911 every time.
But I think this this is indicative of a larger emotional
I was just gonna
issue.
say, I feel like there's some major unresolved issues that don't have to do with, and that's with any extreme in any addiction
I
or
agree.
whatever. It's not necessarily what the substance is
Right.
or the person is. It's whatever unresolved thing, whatever pain that person's
Yes.
feeling is making them act in that way.
And these things that we're listing right now are really kind of general, but they're also good to pay attention to. Even if you're like, I am all these things slightly, like that's probably okay, but maybe just keep yourself in check. Like, you know what? I am a people pleaser. I am a fixer, but like, ooh, maybe I am like a little too much of that. Like,
Because I think it's
reel
nice
it in.
to like please people.
It is
Yeah.
nice.
It's
to,
also nice
yeah.
to help people and
Yes.
fix things for
so
them.
everything in
But
moderation.
you
Balance.
can't define yourself by that.
I heard
Yes.
a very good definition of what a people pleaser means, like in a very cohesive way. If you can answer this question, I hurt myself to help other people. Meaning, like you
I
put
have
yourself,
done that. Yeah, I have
like you
done
put
it.
yourself on the back burner, or you do things that like you don't even have the time for, or can't, like, to an extreme degree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in my bad relationship, I did that. Now
Yeah.
I don't do that. I won't stand for it.
Yeah, I've done it in bad relationships too.
Yeah.
I think probably anyone's been codependent at certain points, or
Right.
Yeah.
even codependent with like a family member.
Totally. It can
yeah.
be with anybody. And also, those things can exist, like we said, they can be exacerbated by a situation that does kind of flip you upside down.
Yeah.
And when you're kind of losing yourself because you're focusing so much on trying to make something work, these are when these things creep in.
Yeah.
So pay attention to what they are, if you do them or don't do them. And then when they might start really elevating because you're feeling insecure, you're feeling desperate or whatever, which is
Yeah.
normal, just try to keep it in check. Like, don't
Reel
be
it
defined by your relationship.
Right.
That's like,
Be your own human and stuff.
Yeah.
But also, so now when you do like a stand-up comedy set, do you talk about your past relationships? You
yeah.
obviously talk about this guy, right?
Yeah, well, that's new. So
and he
yeah.
doesn't care.
No, he's
He's so laid back, you said.
he was in the audience last night. I did a show at the Improv, and he loved it. He was like, "Are you going to tell the Jew joke?" Because I said I have a Jew joke now.
Oh my God.
He like wants to be a part
What's
of it.
your joke?
Yeah, one day you'll
She's
see it.
working- she's
Yeah,
working
I'm
on it
working
still.
on it. It has to do
Okay.
with the rabbi turning me down and me being like,
Oh.
"Old men never turn me down."
Oh,
type of
Oh,
thing.
yes, you actually you said
did
that on the
touch on
podcast.
that. Yeah.
Which is good. I
I
like that joke.
actually recognized that, and I was thinking to myself, this is a fucking good joke. But it's also really, the best jokes are really real, so there's got to be a part of you that, you know, extracts the realness from
Yeah.
your life. Maybe you elevate it for the
Old
a
men are my
stage or-
target demographic.
The old
we
men,
like the
why,
same
first of
music.
all?
We like naps. We're not interested in making new friends.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
Uh-oh, me too.
yeah. Maybe you need to.
Well, actually, I always say there's like an 84-year-old golden girl inside me because my last name is Golden.
Yeah.
So I really am one of them, and I
that
like.
show is so good. Have you watched it as an
It's
adult?
No, I
good.
can't
Yes.
because they don't make it
It's
the size of my
so-
TV screen. It's like not digitally remastered,
Oh.
and it pains me to see the black bars on the
Listen,
side.
it is so good, and I am so fucking Blanche
It's so
Dubois.
specific.
I know. Welcome to my life.
Blanche Dubois is I am her, and she is me.
Really?
Yeah, she's the like.
She's the very sexual
Yeah,
one.
well, okay. I am her. I am her. Listen, I'm not really that sexual. I
What?
might be more. I'm not like overtly sexual like her. Why I'm her is because I have to be done like head to toe all the time with all the jewelry and all the like sparkles.
That's so funny.
That's me.
Well, you are
That's
an
how
old
my
lady
mom
in the
is,
making.
but
then.
I think
you're
I
gonna leave the
might-
house with like 10 piles of pearls.
No, not like old lady jewelry, but I like to be like fancy.
I need to
when
be
you're an old
better
lady.
about this.
About
I'm
what?
dressed up for you guys, but like
You're not
I love your
fancy?
evil eye necklace. I want it
Yeah,
in my
that's
life.
my mom gave it to me.
Mom.
Wait, you're
My mom's fantastic. My mom and I look the same age, and she
Shut
doesn't have
up.
plastic surgery. She's like somehow like going back in
What the
time.
fuck? My Italian grandma had amazing skin. I
Yeah.
do not have that skin. It's probably because she drank water all day long, which I do not do. Wine is my
I too don't. It's like, ugh.
I
choice.
drink a lot of water, but I
what
do mix it with wine.
What is your mom's like secret? You think?
I have no
And
idea.
is she still married? Are your parents still
Yeah,
married?
they're still married. My parents
What?
are. I have the greatest parents ever.
Oh, where are you from?
Oregon, small town.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Astoria,
There's
the
probably,
Goonies.
there's probably some blue zone there. By the way.
Well, it's very humid, so that would keep your skin
See?
like
Dewy.
Isn't it humid here though?
No.
No, it's dry. I am
yesterday was
constantly
humid.
sweating, so you would think that would get rid of all the wrinkles, but sun damage is a real thing.
Oh, I have it.
Yeah,
I too
like
have
tan
it.
skin.
That melasma and that.
Yeah,
like,
my
all
skin
the
is
things.
wait, I'm 33, my skin's 36.
Wait, somebody
said
told you
that?
that?
The test.
Oh my god, I don't even want to know.
Where is
what
this
mine-
test? I don't want to know.
Skin 5.
I'm gonna
I
start
went
crying.
to an event from the group Schools In, Moms Out. It's for moms that have kids that are in school and they go do drinking and activities.
Why were you there?
Because I was free. What?
Are
What's
you
your-
crashing mama
Because
bets?
they had an open bar.
Hello?
Obviously.
I got mimosas and a skin test and something that vibrated my butt.
They said your skin's 36. It doesn't
No,
look 36.
wait,
What does that mean?
No, but some
Oh,
other
mine
things.
is- I
feel
no,
very
that was
stressed.
the average of all of my. There was like 6 pictures, and I sat in this thing. I put my chin on it, and it did some sort of weird, crazy scan, and then
No,
it printed out a thing,
no.
and it tested for 6 different things. On average, of all my ages of my skin, I was 36. So. One of the images was so scary.
No.
I looked blue and had like all the
Dots.
freckles, my
Yeah.
whole face.
I have done one of those a long time ago.
Oh
it
my
wasn't
God.
even like a test. It was just like, where are you going to have sun damage or like what's going on?
Yeah, no, I asked if I was gonna have skin cancer. She was like, "No, you're not."
I
And was
don't
like,
even
"Oh,
need that
okay,
blue
then."
light to show.
It's like a just a tech lady doing it. She has no idea.
No, I spoke with the actual doctor.
Oh, really?
She had to read me my death warrant basically because it was like 6 pages of like bad
she
skin.
came into
Wait,
the
where do
office
I
and she
find
was the
this
fucking
test?
Grim Reaper.
Skin 5 at Century City. They also have others.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Anywho.
I'm scared. I want to do
also,
it though.
You guys,
Do it. It's weird and
That's what
fun.
I'm doing
and
tomorrow.
Well, you also need to follow Lauren Young London, this facialist that is also a fucking chemist that has been doing shit to my skin that you don't even know. I have gotten so many things done by this girl because she's testing things out on me. Anyway, yes. Oh my gosh, things where
You have
I'm
great
like,
skin. Both of you guys
oh,
do.
well.
I don't think your skin looks 36.
Thanks. Well, there's makeup
who knows
on it, so
what
good.
yeah, but
NARS.
you guys don't be codependent on your makeup.
Why?
No, I mean, listen, you guys.
I think it's a healthy addiction, and I think NARS would be happy with it too.
No, also, you guys, we need to pay attention to having if you have a lack of boundaries. That's another really big red flag.
That I could see.
And again, I think there are times where we probably have all done this, right? Like if you have a problem, like telling, for example, like if you hear that if you don't do these things, the person will leave you and your life, and it'll mean that you're just like less of a person, and that like drives your like whether I'm gonna do something or be somewhere or not. Like that's the extreme version of having a lack of boundaries. Like,
I think it goes back to the whole saying no thing in the
It
beginning.
does.
That
I
we were
think it's
people
kind of the same
pleasing.
thing, yeah.
These are just different ways of sort of expressing the same idea. But boundaries are my favorite thing. I think 2018 for me has been the year of boundaries.
That's great.
I love a good
you
boundary.
guys,
I do too.
I think your boundaries need to be, in my personal opinion, they need to be set. I feel like before you enter into a relationship. So if you're
That's very
exiting
smart.
one or whatever, like take what you loved from that relationship and what you didn't like and make like a good list of boundaries.
But
and
what if something didn't occur during that relationship?
That's fine.
And then it's presented to you. Like, for instance,
Yes.
being a new member of the dating pool after my stupid 4.5-month relationship. Like, now when someone's like, oh, will you meet me for our first date? I'm like, midway. I'm like, no.
What do you mean?
you-
meet where?
like, in the
Like
middle.
if they live in Santa Monica. And,
Yeah.
Well, you don't have them pick you up for your first date, do you?
No, because they're stranger danger. But
Yeah.
No,
God,
hello.
yeah.
This
But then
is
so-
2018.
so then what do
I'd
you
rather
mean-
have a stranger
so
in an
you-
Uber pick me up
Yeah,
than a stranger
exactly. That's
on
so
an
much
app.
safer.
Well,
Yes,
they
yeah,
have reviews and ratings, okay?
Which is
so-
also
And a livelihood.
So you want the person to come to your part of town and then you'll
Yeah.
meet them.
Have they heard of dating? It's called chivalry.
What do
Fucking
you
get
think
in your
about that,
car.
Rachel?
I agree with her. I mean, I think you can have like a little leeway, but I'm certainly, if I live in West Hollywood, I'm not going to Venice for a first date.
Bye.
That's 100% no.
Right.
And it's
left
rude
on
to
that.
ask.
But
Exactly.
But what if the
Boundaries.
place is
My boundaries are West
awesome?
Hollywood.
What if the place is awesome and like this person really wants to like take you there?
Not on a first date.
Right,
I
you
don't
can
need,
reserve
he doesn't
that
even
for-
know what
Okay, what about if
he
it's a
doesn't even
second
know what
date?
I think is awesome at
What
that
about
point.
a second date?
Depends
Still.
on where the first date went.
Yeah.
Depends on. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's fair.
Yeah. So anyway,
It's a big, you know what? I've only been to my boyfriend's apartment once.
good.
Are you
Good.
serious?
I swear to God. Because he comes to me because he's a gentleman. He like
Do you have
makes
the
it
better
easier on
apartment?
me. Well, he has a way better job than me. So
Yeah.
but I have a very nice apartment. It's probably like I barely afford my apartment, and I know he has like a shitload of money saved. So yeah, I do
Damn,
have a
this
slightly
guy.
nicer apartment, but it's also because
But-
I'm a girl.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
care.
I mean, he has the ugliest rug I've ever seen in my life.
Which is
honest.
why you're not going there.
Yeah.
You don't
like-
even know because when you merge places, you like. Let's pray that this guy doesn't care that much. My boyfriend.
No, I
doesn't-
think he knows his stuff's ugly. And I said,
Okay.
I walked in his apartment and I was like, that is literally the ugliest rug I've ever seen. Like, you.
What did he say?
Nothing. He just never invited her back.
No, he needed to know.
No.
The pictures were
That's
not
a
to
boundary,
scale
though.
on the wall.
That's a boundary, though. See, right? You weren't like, I'm not going to say anything. You're like, I care about decor. You've seen my apartment. This is me too. I had to have this discussion too. Also, my boyfriend has a daughter, so I'm like, I have to talk. I can't. We cannot have this on the wall. Like. You can't, I work really hard to buy the things that I hang and where I choose to hang them. And like I want the certain things to look a certain way. And he's used to just like, I'm a dude and I don't really care. And if my daughter wants to like stick something on the wall, go ahead. If she wants to put a rock in the middle of the floor, then she will. And I'm like, but I'm
does
not
that?
saying. A 9-year-old who,
What?
but and he
A
doesn't
rock?
care because he's a dude, right? So I'm like, I'm not trying to erase the sign of a child here, but like I also don't want in the kitchen. I don't want a thing on like a flammable object on the stove area because that's where she put it. Like I'm the grown up. This is my space,
Oh,
and
those are
she's
some
in
good boundaries
it.
you're setting.
those are.
No, but I had
Those
to
are real.
say it after the
Yeah.
fact that I was like this.
so you guys live together?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
but I was like this.
Did you feel empowered though once you were already invited in?
and
You were
no.
like invited in like a vampire. Now you can do whatever you want because you were invited in.
No, I know, but it's still, you still have to tread lightly because then like Christmas comes up. And so I want to put the Christmas decorations out and it's going to be a
Why is that gonna-
situation.
why?
Because I'm going to say this needs to go here and it's going to be a power struggle.
Okay.
Between you and the
I don't
daughter or you and him?
Yes, he just sits there, but because he doesn't care. He has been the dude the whole time where like, I want to put the Christmas tree hanging upside down over in that corner. Great idea. And
Okay.
then, right? So I'm like, no. That doesn't look cute.
Perfect.
And
I just got chills.
am
It's like
neurotic.
Hallmark.
I'm very specific about my decor, though. It's like a thing for me. I think I'm Joanna Gaines. I might be. So I'm like, wait a minute, no. But it's creating that boundary. It did not come up until in the relationship.
Well, I say mean things though. Like not actually like
I feel like that was a confession. Well, I say mean things.
Like I say things that I find to be funny or honest. Like I get a kick
Yeah.
out of what I'm saying, and so I'm like, well, he can handle it, and he did. He handled it fine.
But see,
I mean, he needed to know. I mean,
Okay.
it was a rug from like a 1980s like office building. Like
No.
just
Yeah.
so bad.
Yeah.
I was
No.
horrified.
Was it
really.
like gray?
No, it was like brown and orange
No,
and
already
yellow.
a
Those
bad
are-
combo. What are
First
we?
of all, send it
The
back
Cleveland
to the
Browns?
70s.
I don't know. It was
Bye-bye.
so bad.
Send it
No.
back to the 70s
Not
where
gonna
it
work.
belongs.
No,
And he dresses so well, and he's like
Oh, that's
so
good.
clean cut. I'm like, who the fuck chose this?
Yeah.
But okay,
sometimes
so
they-
was it an ex or someone else or like
I don't know. I'm
his
hoping
grandpa?
it was someone else. I hope it was a grandpa.
Oh,
It
brother.
might have been a hand-me-down, and that you just broke his heart because it was his grandpa's.
I
No, I'm
don't
just kidding.
care.
No, but I like. Hold
I
on, though.
don't- I like
Whatever,
that you don't care.
whatever way that comes out. If you're like, you know what, I'm a kind of a blunt person. Like this is my delivery. Like whatever way your boundaries come out, whether it's like within the relationship while things are happening, which yes, those situations will then spark a boundary, or whether or not it's just like kind of the way you talk where you're setting boundaries daily, whatever it is, that
Daily,
you should
by
be
minute by
every
minute.
minute.
Yeah,
You're like,
I'll send you a calendar invite with my new boundary.
fuck you. I don't like this thing, whatever. Like, just
Would that
be
be weird if
specific.
I sent calendar invites?
No, yes, it would be very weird.
That's hilarious.
But like, why? First of all,
Just like, you know what I was thinking today? I have a new boundary. I'm just going to slip it into your
right, I'm
inbox.
gonna not the DMs into,
No.
your,
Yeah.
into your calendar
yeah,
invite.
calendar, accept yes or no.
No,
Swipe right.
Whatever.
if you have a problem with like how he makes the bed, you send the calendar invite every single
lesson.
day at
Yeah, just it's a
7:30
reminder.
a.m.
It's a reminder.
Do not
Muscle
put the
memory.
pillow that way.
Yeah.
Or I send him a calendar invite for when I teach him how to really make the bed properly.
Oh, dude.
Your lesson will be coming at 5 p.m.
My boyfriend
today.
doesn't
see
even-
you there or see you there.
My boyfriend doesn't even make the bed anymore because, oh my God, I have an embarrassing story I have to tell
Good.
it.
Share.
We were doing adult relations.
Good. You still
the
do
other
that
day.
after 2 years?
Yes.
Good.
And but
Good. Phew.
but we weren't like totally on the bed. Just my hands were on the bed, so you can imagine.
Ooh.
And
You don't have a lot of space for all that standing, I feel like.
yes, we do.
You do?
You can fit.
Oh, okay.
And so
He's like,
my,
trust me.
my hands were on the bed, and then things wackiness ensued, and things finished.
Wackiness.
And then it was
That's
like
how I describe sex, too.
It was like. It was like, okay, we're done. And you guys, I am
fast.
so neurotic and I make the bed that like everything was finished. And he was like, oh, okay, all right. And like kind of stood up and like went to walk away. And I grabbed each end of the sheet and like fluffed the bed and like straightened it out and then stood up and walked out. And he was like, I cannot fucking believe you just did that. Like, I had to straighten the bed
Wait,
before.
You're a visual person. You like things to
Making
be
the
perfect.
bed is Lauren's like after sex cigarette.
Yeah.
oh
Seriously.
my God. Hell yeah.
I'm crying.
I will make the bed
I
with you,
cry.
and I made the bed with him in it one time. I like folded it and made it like, because I'm like, well, if you're gonna lay in it, it needs to look straight. I don't like wrinkly fabric.
I agree. It's depressing looking. People that don't make their bed, that is so depressing.
I'm like,
I
get
think
it
that they
together.
have messy life.
See, that's my
what it is.
boundary.
Exactly.
That's
They have
me
no
too.
respect for like
Exactly.
their day.
I've
They
had
fuck their day immediately.
I've had friends who I'm certain, and these are female friends. A lot of times I think that females can be way messier than
Oh,
guys.
for sure.
1,000,000%.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
hi, Jeff.
Oh
Where
my God.
I've
Are you talking
walked
about your
into,
wife?
like their bathroom or their bedroom, and I'm like, how do you bring
No.
someone
No.
back here?
Nope.
Make your bed. It
Yeah.
takes a minute.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, also though,
I agree.
sometimes you just need a little leeway. Lead time. So there's a guy who might be coming to town soon. And I was like, can you please
sound like me in my heyday.
Well,
Right
I was
before I
like-
met this guy.
Yeah, see, he's the one before the one. So I was
Now
like,
you know and you can prepare.
well, no, I said to him, I was like, can you let a girl know that you're coming to town, like on the day? Like, give me some time.
I'm the opposite. I invited some guys over from a club back in the day. It was 3 a.m, and I'm like, come back to my
Guys?
place. 2 guys.
Multiple.
I was with a friend too.
The team.
2 girls and 2 boys, and they opened the
Wackiness
door,
ensued.
and one of them, no, it not really, and they opened the door, and they went like this. Your place looks like this, and you didn't even know we were coming. Everything was like in its spot.
That's how my place is. I'm annoying like that.
I'm like, if you sit on my couch, I will straighten the cushion when you get up.
Okay, that might be you're more like my mom. My mom's like that. My mom
Italian.
will vacuum next to your head
Yep,
at
me
7
too.
a.m. I'm like,
me too.
Like, hello, a girl's
Me
sleeping.
too.
Yeah.
Nope. Got
No,
it.
apparently
It's
not.
dusty. And
wait,
I
so
cannot-
is this guy? Is your house ready for the guy?
No, that's why I need to know he's coming. I was like, I make my bed every day for the record, and also I sleep on one side, so I literally just I don't move when I sleep, so I unwrap the bed, go in it, put it over.
Unwrap.
It's
Easy.
like it's
Isn't
like
that
I'm.
so
It's like
Christmassy?
Yeah.
yeah, of course, because that's my
Or
life.
Hanukkah-y?
So no, it's fucking Christmas. Let's say what we
Listen,
mean.
what also?
Anywho, then when I make the bed back, I just literally fold it back
Yeah,
over,
you just
and it's like the
wrap
other
it
side
back
was
up.
never touched.
It's perfect.
Exactly.
She sleeps
The
like a
throw
dead
pillows
person,
are
too.
already perfectly there
Perfectly.
still. Yeah.
Well,
Anywho.
you guys,
Sadly,
we hope
Have
that
to
you're not
wrap.
codependent. I don't think that we are. I mean, I might be a little bit. It sounds like Rachel's got it under control. She's like,
No, I
sets your
definitely
boundaries.
have been in certain relationships.
Yes, I think
100%.
I think it's fine. Just recognize these things and make sure you don't let them take over. That's all.
exactly.
They exist. They're there, but nobody's perfect.
Set boundaries, guys. Do the thing.
Rachel, thank you so much. We had so
Thank
much
you.
fun. We
Thank
loved
you.
sipping this wine with you. Remind everyone where they can find you, please.
on Instagram and Twitter at Rachel N. O'Brien. It reads like Rachel No Bryan.
I used to think your name was Rachel
I
O'Brien when I would see
know,
on
and
Instagram.
Rachel's spelled Rachael.
yeah. Is that more Hebrew?
I don't.
Potentially. I don't
Maybe.
know, guys. I
I've
can't
been
really.
told,
Maybe it
I've
was
been
meant to
told
be.
that by a Jewish person, but
So,
I've
there you
always
are.
yeah. Who knows?
Maybe it was
Also,
meant to be.
you'll find her at your nearest temple.
Yes.
And on Bravo and Vanderpump Rules, season 6. Did that start yet?
Season 7 will air.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Season 7. I can't even.
We
believe it.
are
Okay.
friends with Bo, who is Stassi's
Yes,
boyfriend.
Yeah, isn't Bo hilarious?
And
The
Bo
best.
has
I love
also
him.
been on our show as
I've,
well.
Yeah, I've known Bo since my terrible, toxic relationship days.
Really?
Yeah, he's neighbors
He was
with
there
the
for
ex.
it. Oh, we
So-
used to all hang out.
Still
I kept
neighbors
him
with
in the
him?
divorce. No, not anymore.
Oh, okay.
Still friends though, I guess. But anywho, also everyone can find you doing stand-up. Where's your next show?
My next show, I just want to say the big ones. If anyone
Yes.
from Nashville listens to your podcast, I'll be there on February 6th. I'm really excited about that. I know that's really far out,
Yay,
but
no,
like
that's
that's
great.
a
That's
big
a
show.
good pre-Valentine's Day date.
Yeah. So Nashville February 6th and Tempe Improv February 20th.
And all these
Those are the
dates are
bigger
on your
shows.
website, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and
So that's
just
at Rachael O'Brien
O'Brien
comedy.com.
comedy.
Yeah.
Okay,
And there's a bunch
great.
around LA, but
Yay! Okay,
Well, we need to come to the ones in LA.
We would love to come.
Yeah.
Okay, and where can everyone find you?
You can find me at Jennifer Golden on all the social media platforms and on your nearest dating app.
Oh my God. And you can find me at Lauren Leonelli on all the social medias. And don't forget to follow us on social media at Complicated Show and tune in next week for our 150th episode.
Yeah, we're going to talk
you guys.
about
exciting.
all of our favorite episodes, segments, guests, and things that we've said out loud, which we might regret.
And stick around at AfterBuzz TV because we are coming up next to discuss even more love and relationships when we recap Lifetime TV's Married at First Sight Honeymoon Island. It gets pretty juicy, so we're going to talk about love then too. And we are really excited for our 150th episode, you guys. Like, that is next week. Can you even believe this is happening?
We're old as fuck.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening and watching. And we'll be here next week for the big one. Love you long time.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
Herein are those of the hosts only, do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.